This is breaking news, guys. The Florida Panthers got yet another steal. The front office is not done signing guys and extending. That's why Paul Maurice is so happy. And update on Kulikov and his injury. And we're going to take a look at last night's game. Those guys stepped up big. That man stepped up big. And so many players had a good game last night. We're going to jump into that in just a second. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this episode of Panthers Digest. I'm your host, Greg Andrews. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button right down there. You guys need to stay up to date with anything and everything that has to do with your back-to-back Stanley Cup champion, Florida Panthers. Well, the good news, Jonah Gadjovich has been extended for 2 more seasons, $905,000 per year, and he's going to be sticking around. The agitator, the guy who will stick up for his teammates, the guy who is not afraid to be physical and put some big hits on some of the big name guys that are out there, and he's been playing pretty solid. He's looking good out there with Greer and Cunnin. I like that fourth line. It's a great signing. Getting him for next to nothing again, I do think it's a steal because he's a strong on the forecheck, great two-way player for one of those bottom 6 guys. I think it's a really, really good play by this front office to keep him around because, again, he sticks his neck out for every single one of his teammates. He's fantastic. I really, really like what he's doing. And there's some areas he does need to improve on, like his skating and his defensive positioning, but he still has the capability of being a net front presence, putting away some of those rebounds that some goaltenders that allow them a lot, he can usually try to push them back in or find the open teammate and get the assist. But I like the signing. It's great for the depth, especially with the situation that the Cats are currently in because, well, Kulikov looks like he's going to be out for a little bit of time. He's going to get reevaluated tomorrow, Monday, from doctors on whether or not he's going to need surgery. So we'll have more about that tomorrow. And because he is now on IR, they have called back up Tobias Bjornfot. So he will be back on the ice skating for the Panthers, and they're going to be carrying that 7th defenseman. Kind of saw this one coming. Shouldn't be a surprise, but yeah, so he has been called up. Now, let's get into what happened last night, guys. Here is the video. Here's my highlights from the game last night. Overall, a whooping that the Panthers put on the Ottawa Senators. 6-2. 6 different guys scored. I loved it. But there was one part of their game last night, and for the last 2 games, it has been an issue. But let's go over the video right now. Here we go, guys. So, defensive positioning. Again, they are having a bit of a problem here. Again, when they're getting caught off guard. You could see right there. Perfect pass. Bob was in a good spot to stop it. And this, I loved. Marchand and his breakaways. He's not going to miss. He usually doesn't miss. I know in one of the games before he did miss. Or he actually shot it right at the goaltender. But this was just a great move. Watch this. Forehand, backhand, boom, right in. So the Cats played great. They played great. They're looking spectacular. Their offense is pumping now. Their defense is getting better. I know I showed you that first clip that showed a little bit of that positioning issue. But I think it's going to get better when the chemistry starts to really get there for these guys. And here we go. This is a great shot right here. Rodriguez puts it in the back of the net. And Bennett's getting his chances. He has not scored yet. And I know people are probably saying, well, where is Bennett? What has been going on? He's been getting his chances. It's going to come. And you can see Brad Marchand right there behind the play. Both guys going right at Bennett. And he had a good chance right here. I still think he probably should have kicked that one back to Brad Marchand to see if it could hit the back of the net. But right now, it's looking like Bennett's having a little bit of an issue, maybe a little bit of rust to shake off, but he will get there. I'm sure tomorrow night, I think he's going to score a goal. I keep saying this every night. I feel like it's going to happen. Reinhart got his last night, so that was great. But here we go. Let's keep going here. Big miscue by Bob. Didn't play the puck right, as you can see right here. Turned it over, boom, right in the front of the net, and easy score for Ottawa. And this is Aaron Ekblad's shot. Beautiful. Bob was, well, Bob, as usual. And Petrie getting in on this action, too. I mean, it was just an overall whooping. And Sam Miskevich with a great shot right here. Spectacular. And there was Reinhart at the very end. So, again, the defensive miscues in terms of positioning is still an issue with this team. It's a little bit of a problem, but they're pulling out the W. That's all that matters. 6 points, no losses so far. Big time road trip, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. But let's go right into talking about what's going to be happening. Right now, 6-2 victory, 3-0-0 start. Love it. Love it. Considering the amount of injuries that we are having right now, and they're having to fight through this adversity, I think it's a pretty damn good start for the season, guys. Now comes the bigger test with this 5-game road trip, which we'll get into in a second. So here are the team stats. The big circle right there, that is the one area for the last 2 games that has been a problem for the Florida Panthers. Face-off wins. 33% win. 33% face-off wins in the circle yesterday. Very eerily similar numbers to the previous game. So I understand with no Barkov, that's going to be a problem. Lundell is trying to hold down the fort. He didn't do that well in the face-off circle last night, but I still think, you know what, if they're not winning a lot in the face-off circle, but at the right times they are. And you can see the power play has been dynamite for the team. 3 out of 5, 60% on the power play. They have been lights out so far this season. On the penalty kill, they're perfect. They're perfect this season. So, liking what I'm seeing there. You can see all the big double numbers there for the penalty minutes for Ottawa. Block shots, takeaways, giveaways. Panthers were a little bit better in the giveaway department, but they need to still work on do a little bit better with controlling the puck and keeping the possession. I know Petry's had a few bad turnovers in the last couple of games, but again, he's still getting used to being on this team and working with the schemes and being on the line that he's on. So, we'll see how things go moving forward. A lot of chemistry still needs to be worked out between these players. Again, Sam Bennett, -2. His plus-minus this season has been pretty bad. I'll show you guys what it is in a couple of slides from now. But you see right there, Brad Marchand, Sam Reinhart, Evan Rodriguez, Mackie Samoskevich, Anton Lundell, and Jeff Petry all scored last night. Big game for all those guys. I love the fact that 9 different players have scored so far this season already. And the only guys that have multiple goals are Lundell and Brad Marchand. What I want to tell you guys right now is Brad Marchand, I think, is really leading the way with everything. You can see it on the ice. You could see his leadership. You could see how the guys are looking up to him. You could see he's leading the pack right now. He really is. I said this before. I think he's the most important piece on this team as it sits today because of his leadership, because of his high hockey IQ, because of the grit, the way that he plays on the ice, the way he is off the ice. He's the most important player on this team right now to keep things rolling. And let's hope they do keep it rolling. Carter Verhaeghe, you see, assist there. I mean, just a great overall game. Brad Marchand, Anton Lundell, goal and an assist apiece. Love it. Let's keep moving forward. All right, so defensively, Aaron Ekblad got on the board too. Sorry, it was Aaron Ekblad, not Jeff Petry. My apologies. Aaron Ekblad, a goal and an assist as well. Gustav Forsling, Seth Jones, both had 2 assists. So the team is rolling right now. I like the way that they're playing. Again, the defensive problems they're having is just about chemistry. It's going to take time, but they're pulling out the W's. That's all that matters. And Bob, well, he's been Bob. His numbers have been stellar, and I'm going to show you what they are on the season as of today. But here we go. The number I circled right there on the bottom right, that is Sam Bennett's plus-minus. It is not very good this season. He needs to get on the board. He's been on the ice more times when they're getting scored on than when they are scoring. So that is a problem. Do I think Sam Bennett is a little bit rusty? No, he's getting his chances. One of them is going to eventually go in, but they're there. He's even said the chances are there. I just got to start putting them away. It's going to happen. And again, 9 players have scored so far this season. They've been good. Have they been the best in the league so far? I wouldn't go that far and say that right now. But should they be ranked higher than where they are? I think they're number 5 or 6 in the league right now, according to NHL Network or The Athletic, one of those things. I think they should be in the top 5 for sure. The numbers are very good, and I'm about to show you right now. So that's where we sit on the season for all the players' numbers and everything for assists. So obviously a lot of 1s and 2s right now. It's a very small sample size in just 3 games. But this is the man I really want you guys to take a look at. 3 games, 3 wins, 1.67 goal against average, save percentage at .925. He's been awesome. He has had some big saves so far this season to help the team be 3-0 right now. So he has been incredible between the pipes. Is he going to play tomorrow night? I don't know. I don't know what the lines are going to be yet. Travel day for them, I'm sure, and we'll find out tomorrow morning what the lines are going to be. And guys, don't forget, I'm going to be on WPTV tomorrow, Channel 9, South Florida, guys. Check it out. We're going to take your questions, read your comments. It's going to be a live taping starting at around 12:10, 12:05, and the actual airing of the episode will be before the pregame for the Panthers game on Wednesday. So it's going to be really exciting. I really want you guys to be a part of that. So please watch it on YouTube when we're taping it live at 12:05 tomorrow, 12:05 Eastern time. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Don't miss it. But here is the road schedule. It's not going to be easy for these guys. Philadelphia, Detroit, New Jersey, Buffalo, and Boston. Obviously, the big one that we need to talk about is going to be Boston, and I think New Jersey. Detroit could be a little bit, but we just saw Philadelphia, so we know what to expect. And Philadelphia usually plays us pretty hard, and we're going to be in Philly, so that's going to be a tough one. Do I see we pull it out? I think we can, absolutely. With the way they're playing, I think they can. They know who they're facing. They know the guys on the teams that they have to shut down, so I think they can get a win there. Detroit could be a little bit tricky, but they're still kind of rebounding right now and rebuilding. We could get surprised. I mean, it's hockey any given day. And with Tarasov in net, hopefully he has some great games on the road too, because I don't think Bob's going to play all 5 of these. I have a feeling it'll be Tarasov tomorrow. I'll give Bob the rest in Philly. Then New Jersey, the Devils always seem to give us a little bit of an issue when we play in New Jersey. Buffalo shouldn't be too terrible. And then at Boston, the reunion for Brad Marchand. How will the crowd respond? That's going to be super interesting. I think it's going to be a standing ovation. I think they're going to cheer very loud for him. They love him up there still. He wasn't the reason why, he didn't want to technically leave, but hey, trade happened. He's down here as a Panther. I think he's going to get the respect that he deserves. Got him a Stanley Cup championship, so I think he gets all the respect. So in this road trip, are they going to go undefeated? I don't think so. It's going to be a really good test for this team in terms of this war of attrition that they are battling against right now. I think it's going to help them with their growth. I think the chemistry will get better. And if they do exactly what they did last year in the playoffs and just be a team and play for each other, I think they're going to come away 4-1. I think they are going to suffer their first loss on this road trip. I see this going 4-1. I think Philadelphia might hand us our first loss tomorrow only because we're playing in Philly, and Philly always plays us tough and very physical. So I think that could potentially happen. But the rest of those, I think, could be wins. Again, the New Jersey one and with Boston, with Pasternak, we'll see. But I see us coming away strong, getting back here, still being in first place in the Atlantic Division. Again, a lot of these games are going to be big. It's going to be a good test for this team to see what can they do. How is the chemistry there? Are they finding their identity? So anyways, guys, I'm excited. It's going to be a big test. I'm so glad hockey is back. I'm sure all of you feel the exact same way that I do. Really exciting. I cannot wait to watch the game tomorrow night. It's going to be exciting in Philadelphia. But anyways, guys, thank you all for joining me. Don't forget, tomorrow, Panthers 360. Tune in about 12:10. The actual taping starts at 12:15. Put your questions in, comments. We'll answer whatever questions you have and probably read some of those comments out there too. So do not hesitate. I'd love for all of you to be a part of that show. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be fantastic. And then the actual airing of the full Panthers 360 episode with some behind the scenes things happening at the game, stuff like that, that will air before the pregame for the next Panthers game. I think it's Wednesday. Here, we'll go back to that real quick. It is Wednesday. So it will be October 15th. Will be the official showing of the whole episode. It's about 25 minutes long. So guys, again, thank you all so much. I look forward to seeing you. I will not have an episode tomorrow because I will be in West Palm Beach taping the show. So anyways, thank you all again. I appreciate it. And go Cats. Get those Flyers tomorrow night.